Ethan, shoulder injury is a pretty tough injury for a hockey player. You went through playing through it, then you had the surgery, then the rehab as a free agent. How tough has this last year or so been?
When you first go through the surgery and start the recovery process, that part's, it's tough. You start in August, and you look at the months and try to put a date on when you play again, and it seemed like a long time, but I had a good skills coach, and my strength coach was really good. I had a good rehab team. They really put a good plan for me together in order to get me prepared to play again, and you know what? It went by fairly quick,
really?
And I really enjoyed it, to be honest. Trying to get better, and I knew eventually, I knew I was going to play somewhere at some point. So it's not like I was worried or anything. It was just a matter of where and when I end up somewhere. I always had a goal each day of getting a little bit better and a little bit healthier, a little bit stronger. It was really nice, especially having starting a new family with my baby daughter. Got a little bit more time to spend with her and my family, and it was probably a time in my life that hopefully I don't have to experience again.
Yeah.
So at the same time, I tried to really enjoy all that time off, and make sure that I took care of myself. And at the end of the day, it really did fly by, and I actually enjoyed it.
I know a lot of teams reached out and were interested in you. What was it about the Capitals' plan, their pitch, that made you want to sign here?
There's a lot of things, to be honest. When I started talking to teams, I talked to a bunch of people and told them my options, and a lot of people had a lot of good things to say about the Capitals organization.
Right.
That made me feel more comfortable with the choice. And they're a team that really wanted me. Mm-hmm. There was talk about last year with them trying to make a trade from Carolina, and I think that was such a good indicator for me and a good feeling, because it's different than of a team wanting you than a team just needing you.
Yeah.
I'm not just a quick fix. They want me long term, and that's my goal, is to come here, play well, and hopefully I can stay for a bit longer.
Well, it's a 2-year deal. I mean, is it nice having a little bit of security after bouncing around for a few years there?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? I was prepared to take a 1 year and go somewhere, and I'd really just try to hit the ground running. Yes, that is tough. It's tough for any athlete. But yeah, definitely a 2-year. It helps. Knowing I don't have to try to crush myself mentally to perform extra hard and be mentally, to have that stress. If I don't get a point, thinking about that next contract, right?
Yeah.
I could find my game,
mm-hmm.
find my rhythm. Really get to know the team, and enjoy it more. And I think that's what makes you play better as a player. And it definitely makes me enjoy it a lot more, which makes it fun. And when you're having fun, that's when you play the best.
So when guys go through a situation like you are right now, they say it's like trying to catch a speeding train. You're kind of in training camp, and they're mid-season. What have the challenges been here a few games into your Caps tenure?
I honestly, I think a lot of it is really mental.
Yeah.
If I didn't work hard enough and I was out of shape and I felt slow, that would feel like catching a train.
Yeah.
But you know what? I feel in really good shape. Now it's the fact of getting my timing down,
mm-hmm.
Reading plays. And I think that's just the hardest part, right? You don't get those training camp reps, or where you come in early before training camp, you get the one-on-one battles, all these types of situations that kind of get remembered.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm trying to pick up on quick. And yeah, it's been 5 games, but each game there's always a little different situation. Right. When I hit it, and I'm like, in the moment I might not know what I was supposed to do, but as soon as I go through it, I remember what I'm supposed to do in that situation. And that's just kind of what is happening. And honestly, the coaching staff has been phenomenal with me. Watching video, breaking down little mistakes and little plays, at the same time helping me put myself in a better position earlier to succeed, and that's what I really appreciate.
On the flip side, you just mentioned there, do you feel like your legs feel a little more fresh at times? I mean, other guys have played 35, 38 games, and you're just getting into it.
Honestly, yeah, like I was the first couple games, like I was surprised how good I felt. Definitely cardio and strength wise, I feel good. But yeah, like it's just all about getting that timing and that rhythm down. Like the games, like you can't, no matter what you do in practice or what on the ice and by yourself, it's not going to be the same as game speed. So it's about getting that rhythm back.
When everyone is healthy here, there's 8 NHL defensemen on this roster. That's a lot of internal competition. Is that good for a group?
I would say so. Yeah. Like it's a competitive league all around. Yeah. Right. And every day. Like every day you're trying to get better. You're trying to push yourself to secure your spot, but to play good. Yeah. And it can be tough, but honestly, as a player, you don't really want to focus on that part. Yeah. You really want to focus on your own game and what you need to do to get better daily. You can't, I don't like to focus on things I can't control. Right. Other than, being ready to play, taking care of myself.
So you mentioned your own game. Where do you feel like you are at right now?
Honestly, I'd say I'm probably about, in terms of like mental speed and where I'm thinking again, I think I'm probably about maybe 90 to 85% right now. There's plays that, I need to make and, I know I can make. Yep. Defending, there's areas that, I've been a little too aggressive than I have in the past. Just because, I'm trying to, I guess I'm excited, right? It's fun to get back in the grind and in the fight. And, just kind of getting that, patience in some areas, but, just kind of finding it out again. And it's a fun process. And so, I think I'm almost there, a couple more games, hopefully, and I could really get it, really round out my game to, where I want it and where I could, build on. But I'm close.
Coach Carberry was telling us the other day that because of your elite skating, you might have some untapped offensive upside. I know you've had some pretty good offensive seasons in the past. Do you feel like there's a little bit more there offensively?
Absolutely. Yeah, you know what? I've kind of always had that offensive touch. From junior to when I first started pro to when I first started Edmonton. I would love that opportunity to really express that side of my game. It's a lot of fun when you get to play a little bit more offense. But at the same time, you know what? I think that's why I really like the coaching here is it's they allow you to honestly use your abilities all around the ice, and they want you to, and they're doing everything in their power to try make me play my best in that area of the game. So what, all I can do is just work hard every day and try to work on that side of the game.
Last one for you. Last game, it was really cute. We saw your daughter down at the glass. She had a custom Caps jersey. It said Bear Cub on it. You mentioned earlier how you were able to spend some time with her while you were rehabbing. How cool is it to be able to share that with a child now, being an NHL player?
It's honestly, I think it's the best thing in the world. Yeah. I've heard older players say it before, and you don't quite understand it until you're experiencing that. Yeah. And, it's cute. Obviously having the last name Bear and to be doing something like Bear Cub, it's awesome. And she's definitely a cute little girl, and it's cool to have that. And I know my wife really likes having fun with that stuff. Yeah. It's good, and it's definitely when you see them at the glass, it gives you like an extra little boost. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. You're not just playing for yourself anymore, right? And I think it's very special to have.
Ethan, thanks for your time.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.